Mirage. It was going to be the third map in the series, but we never got to see it. They won it 2-0.
You're absolutely right. Aggression comes down through beat. Crucial's good for one. Allu there to trade instantly with Crucial able to come out on top. Crucial awake that another. On for 3 already. And now, as he looks to make it 4, he'll aggress further towards B. Few shots ring out either way. There's MiGHTYMAX for one. Surreal for the other. I'll tell you what, Josh, if they're ever because as Thomas gets ready to dive up, he gets ready to really shut down these members. There's Allu good for 1. Allu good for 2 now. Surreal to trade, but Spinx sent to sight. He's good for 1 of his own. And now these deagles, suddenly they bear a bit of teeth. Through the smoke, MiGHTY and Crucial are able to find 2 quick kills of their own, but that only equalizes. It doesn't even provide them with an advantage. It's a missed shot by Allu, punished instantly by Crucial into the 1v1 now for Doto. His location is suspected by Crucial. He's not quite punished, but he is by Doto. Eventually.
That is, frankly, ENCE's eco round. They had a little bit of extra kind of weaponry to work with that was saved from the last, and somehow they managed to pull it off. That
attack is now down to Crucial. Scoped in, ready for Allu. Shuts him down with the opening there. Endpoint with a man advantage. Tried to force ENCE into an uncomfortable spot, but that's a beautiful shot by Doto there, tearing Crucial's head.
Max are actually in position to go and grab mezzy's AK, so still these 2 pistols in play right now. Thomas, the slow peek onto Doto. Well, he second guesses it. He throws the smokes, but he's still the lone defender right now. And as the flash comes in, he's able to turn it. Does get the first onto MiGHTYMAX, but spammed right away by Surreal. And with the man advantage and the bomb site, Endpoint should be able to tip this one over the top.
It's a really nice trade by Surreal as he swaps out Snappi as well. Another conversion. And for dycha, he just backs away, goes and hides. And understand
him here, he should be able to carry this across. There's not going to be a huge amount of money, though. I assume this AWP's dropped over to Allu. Allu could maybe drop a rifle in return. Then we're just
game agents. That went to 16-10. Ooh, they really struggle right. These aren't like close victories either. This is like 16-3 loss to FaZe. They've got 16-9 loss to Young Ninjas, to Nordwind as well. Anonymo, they only got 12 rounds against. This is ENCE really struggle when it comes to Inferno. When as Util goes flying, ENCE they try to battle for control towards B, having killed 2 members already. Aggression goes through. Snappi good for yet another. As I criticize ENCE, it looks.
Yeah, I mean, you could see some earlier ones there as well. When they had flameZ back in the roster in Pro League, they were able to take a couple of maps here on Inferno up against Fnatic. I think we saw an Evil Geniuses in the mix there as well. A couple of big wins from them. But you don't think.
So it's really well timed volley as well to keep them at bay. And as the aggression comes through, mezzy to lead discharge on first oranges. Caught out by Spinx. There's the opening with Snappi good for another. Crucial to trade. Spinx right now surviving is everything, but Crucial comes out on top. He hides behind first oranges. More importantly, he survives. And into a 3-on-3. Endpoint now definitely in the stronger position. They've been unable to get off the site though. And for ENCE, unfortunately for them, they don't really have the utility to drive him out of position. Instead, this nade from Allu needs to be good, but he won't even be able to use it as Crucial tears his head off. And for Doto now, pushing forward, alone in a 1v3. Thomas spots him out. Thomas executes him. And tell you what, Josh, that's something
round. Every player had like sort of $1,500, $2,000 in the bank, but they have no loss bonus. So all they're going to have going into this one is about
a first point of contact. I think if he falls, then I think it's just fully blinded on dycha. Good for one. Messy to trade. And as the site falls into control of Endpoint, ENCE, they rolled the dice on that one. And unfortunately, the dice, they didn't really roll favorably.
Oh, missed shot there from Crucial. Should have been one he connected. Crucial, he's been on fire recently, especially in this map so far. 11-2. Wouldn't expect him to miss a shot like that. Snappi takes him down, picks up that AWP. 2-man advantage, but MiGHTYMAX able to bring one back their way. Molotovs rain down. mezzy now really challenged in the flames. Runs out into the open, but the long smoke provides him enough cover to get into Mini. Still alive here, but as Allu drops him, Doto's able to finish things off and then somehow pull off a retake in such a bizarre round.
It's a really clean retake from them as well. Something I'm seriously impressed with. And it decides otherwise and then just hides for a moment. Snappi, only with an M4, is going to try and duel, but as mezzy shuts down Allu, that's the opening of dreams for Endpoint right now. They push forward. Spinx, beautiful shot onto MiGHTYMAX there to shut him down. Doto elsewhere shuts down the flank towards Long. But instead, for Endpoint, they're now found out around the map with no real place to push from. Crucial falls to dycha, and for Endpoint, they've just shattered against the ENCE defense now.
Yeah, nowhere near as much success as they had before. mezzy able to grab an AWP, no money. So the rest of his teammates here in this next round, they're going to be ecoing. He can't eco. He's got that. And you see this go 7-4, which is fantastic considering it's their opponent's pick and it's a map that historically they're not very good at.
dycha, he's able to get that initial kill. unless they're just straight shoot him, but they seem to be struggling with that. And when he takes damage, he still survives. Allu scoped in. Dycha's good for the first crucial to fall. Allu not quite able to trade. Eventually, fully blind, he does onto Thomas. And for the remaining members of Endpoint, a save would be a really enticing option now, as MiGHTYMAX tries to go through this smoke. As he does so, he spots out allu. MiGHTYMAX trades Dycha elsewhere. Center sight, MiGHTYMAX good for one. Tries to double down, eventually able to do so. Taps in the numbers. Can't quite plant, though. Called out by Spinx. And, well, he does a lot of...
You mentioned earlier that you would rather see them just go for a hard eco, pull out a proper buy. It's because at the very start of this, they were going for force buys in every...
At an angle. Tries to tap him down. MiGHTYMAX takes a fair bit of damage, though. Snappi swings wide. They all line up for a second there, but Surreal eventually finish the job. Crucial onto Spinx makes it a bit easier. And into a 3-on-3. Flash goes down towards CT. Allu fully blinded. Won't stop him from pushing, though. And instead, he deploys flashes of his own to try and make sure that Endpoint can't get this plant. Thomas good for one. Allu, he's able to trade instantly. More importantly, he makes sure the bomb still hasn't gone down. But for Thomas, he'll push into CT, but he's predicted by allu. That won't stop him, though. Allu falls. Doto, 1v2, hiding towards B. Plays for the timing onto Thomas, and as that bomb goes down, there's the swing. Catches out the first now into the 1v1, turns around, but Thomas is able
of damage onto Mezzy and MiGHTYMAX there. Yeah, tongue twister words. Too big words for me. Allu, big shot there onto Mezzy, though. Keeps these numbers even. Spinx finding another, actually tilts them in their favor, but as we go right back into a 3-on-3, MiGHTYMAX low on health. There's still a good chance here for them. Allu, tiny gap in the smoke, trying to capitalize off of it, but can't connect. Bomb goes down. Endpoint, they could be good to start this scoreline right now.
That they could. Spinx, he's looking to ring out a few shots wherever possible. He really tries to keep him at arm's length, and well, he hasn't done so just yet. Let's see who's able to really prevail. As there's Thomas, a nice little shot onto Dycha there to get things underway. Not quite able to trade as Thomas shuts down Allu's own Thomas. He just wipes. Also shotty now, a bit of a unorthodox weapon, and he misses the initial shot. See, that's the initial player dive out as well, digging down MiGHTYMAX. Surreal, who's got his bit now, has punished that mistake from Dycha. What in the name of... What was that, Josh? I'm lost for words.
Yeah, I don't know how one slipped through, but I actually quite like the fact that he just focuses on the other players waterfalling out of apps. As soon as he turns to his left, that's it. A swing would come through and he'd be dead. So it makes sense. But yeah, right now, Endpoint, despite the monstrous amounts of damage that...
No, you're absolutely right. And for Allu, what does he really do here? I mean, the rest of the team, because they don't have money, do they?
An amazing recovery from Endpoint. They might just be able to extend it further. Allu, that should have been a freebie.
They're actually just playing for timing now, and if they can catch Spinx with a nade out, they almost do so. Instead, through the smoke, Spinx's molly shuts down Thomas. There's no trade whatsoever. And I think Endpoint are trying to be a bit premature about this. Doto on a very quick flank is going to look to catch them out. MiGHTYMAX good for another. The mollies are perfect, though. It's a beautiful flank from Doto. Too quick.
We'll have to wait and see.
Here's the thing, they can't really justify cancelling any of them because it's the ESL Premiership Finals or the EDC Finals. Like, it's the grand final to two tournaments. So as Dycha shuts down Surreal, follow-up aggression goes through when, as Mezzy attempts to hide, let's see just what ENCE really can do for this attack. From the flank, Mezzy, while it's messy, it does work. As Mezzy shuts down Spinx, Crucial elsewhere gets a kill. And for the remaining members, Snappi and Doto desperately attempts to hold on, desperately attempt to hide. And as Crucial shuts down the first man, Doto to trade, Thomas get the next say in the matter. And with that, we see, yes, there's Endpoint taking the lead at 9-7.
Big round for them to take. Of course, this is their map pick. The fact that this is as close as this is going to make SMGs to try and contest it.
It's a best of 5 as well for ESL Pro League, also ESL Premiership as well. So, firstly, Endpoint are playing a lot of CS today. I mean, credit where credit. If they have to play 2 best of 3s to the best of 5 in the same day, I will actually take my hat off to every single member of Endpoint, and they will absolutely have my support. I imagine they reschedule one of them, though.
Yeah, I suppose so as well. As we come into the 2 versus 2 here, it looks like ENCE should actually be able to get onto this site. A retake on its way. Crucial up from Banana. This frag means everything right now. He's not ready for Allu. Allu's able to find the headshot. And Thomas now in the 2 versus 1. The smoke is dissipating. He knows that 1 is over towards New Box. He's just spotted him jiggle as well. So that's going to confirm it. A little bit of damage dealt. That smoke's going to isolate these 2 players. But the flashbang allows Allu to walk right through. Walks through to his death. but he's just the distraction for dycha. We're currently sitting 10-9, a very, very close and contentious scoreline. 2 MAC-10s in play here for ENCE as they burst their way into Banana, but Surreal there to respond with a headshot. Allu drops instantly, and that's the man advantage for the British side as dycha, he's going to lead the charge here into the apartments where Thomas is the only man to defend.
Thomas ready for the initial attack as well. He can catch out the odd man, and well, oh, they dive straight past him. He's able to shut down Snappi. Trade there by dycha though, but Crucial and Spinx both exchange blows towards center site, putting it into this 2 versus 3. Endpoint, they get ready for the attacks, and there's land around them. Beautiful nade on the Crucial to get things underway, though. But for Surreal, as he swings wide, Doto catches him out, forces it into a 2-on-2. Mollies go down, and for Endpoint, another retake on hands, another time in which they may have to really just back away. And what double molly means that they can't push through it. Time is ticking, neither have a kit, and unless they get a kill quickly, they may be out of time. There's good for 1. Through the smoke, not quite able to trade as MiGHTYMAX, he too is only good for 1. It's Spinx to finish the job and ends for ENCE as they do get ready for embrace themselves for a hit towards B. Running into a 3-man stack. I'll make that a 2-man through the smoke. Is going to have a lot of trouble trying to hold this, but luckily for him, Thomas and Pitt will try to support. Spots out the first member. There's an opening. Crucial able to double down on the flank, though. Is there a follow-up? Any second now, I think there will be. Of course, through the smoke, Spinx ready to take this initial attack, but as he spots out MiGHTYMAX, it's very messy. MiGHTYMAX able to come out on top once again into a 2-on-4 now. And for Doto and allu, they prepare for an onslaught, but I think for Endpoint, they may have got the site on lock. This will be 10 for Endpoint as they reduce the differential just 2 rounds. But as you mentioned, ENCE, they've got all the money in the world. They'll be more than happy to reinvest here, but it is
side of things, the only one that's actually been able to breach above that 20 frag point. He's sitting 22 and 16. And some of the harder hits, this is the worst time for it because the execution's now coming in and Surreal's too late to the party.
Thomas desperately trying to catch an initial man. He's good for 1, but Doto instantly there to trade, putting Endpoint in a really strong spot. However, with 20 seconds left, Crucial, he is now the only man to defend. Spinx onto Surreal, that is cataclysmic for them. Crucial, can he hold? He's spotted out. He swings wide. He's called out by Spinx. The Israeli D delivers. And now for Endpoint, it's down to MiGHTYMAX and MiGHTYMAX. The last 2 members left.
Sure, Thomas will be able to buy himself on 3k already. But this is kind of like the last buy that we'll see before they have to drop down to an eco. So
that piece goes down, flashes to follow. Now ENCE, what can they do as they look to ambush the Endpoint members? The volley goes down. First player caught out in midair. Beautiful shot by Thomas there, traded out by Spinx, followed through by MiGHTYMAX. There was Crucial able to submit it onto dycha as well, putting it into a 4-on-2, in which allu's good for 1 of his own. Follow up as MiGHTYMAX spots him out, but allu hits a wonderful shot in for the 2-on-2.
P again, Kramer. As we do see Surreal and MiGHTYMAX come in. Unfortunately, neither of them have got a HG to take him out. There is that incendiary on Surreal, though, that if deployed in the right position, might be able to catch out allu as he works his way towards Graveyard. That smoke going to go down Moto. Goes a little bit further forward, though. Gives him some leg room. But as allu takes that, maybe he's coming in from short. ENCE are surprised that he's not going for this. But as allu darts away, knows that he needs to get out of here soon and early because he's got such low health. MiGHTYMAX will be able to get the kill and grab that sniper. So not bad from him there. He's got that AWP. He'll bring it into the next. On it, though, the nades rain in and they're not going to do much either. Doto takes a tickle from it. Crucial. AWP shot hits elsewhere, though. Surreal on the secondary swings banana. Maybe a little audacious to double dip, but it absolutely is.
He's able to come out on top, and with the follow-up aggression coming through, as Spinx to shut down Thomas' aggression towards his position on A, and for Spinx as he pushes into library, Crucial the man to worry about. Tries to catch out the initial man, hasn't done so just yet, but that's an amazing 180 onto MiGHTYMAX there. Crucial needs to be very careful. If he falls, this is a really, really uncomfortable position for them. Crucial taken down by Spinx, and for MiGHTY, the last man left standing, he may
has to fall away, take that AWP. Bring it into the next, but with that, ENCE they'll be able to push themselves onto map point. 15-10, line over this smoke while they won't see anybody for now. It does confirm that they have got control, and with Spinx bursting through, finding that kill onto Surreal, that's going to give them a man advantage with it.
As the aggression comes through, Spinx now ready to lead this charge, trying to catch out an initial man. MiGHTY from first oranges, though, good for 2. He still survives as well, so 3 is now definitely on the boards here as he swings towards the new box. Caught out by Doto into the 2-on-3. Crucial, nice shot into the 2-on-2 at that, and now ENCE, they're looking to really close it out from here as we see further aggression still. Defense as well. Allu ready towards CT. Actually turns his attention towards coffins here, meaning Thomas and Doto, they'll be the ones to duel. Allu good for one. Thomas to trade now. 1 versus 1 with Doto. Can he come out on top? Yes, he can. Beautiful shot by him there. As Endpoint make it 11 with a well-clutched round by Thomas. He carries them, just tick them through to make it 11. And while it's bloody close, at least...
Only keeping one member alive in the last means that they do have to drop down to these SMGs and FAMASs once again, but apparently it's sufficient. Surreal, with this man advantage, puts them in a comfortable position. It looks like ENCE are going to re-aggress here towards it. Could be holding the angle, but he might get timinged here. As Spinx works his way around, needs to check the angle, hits the head, should be traded here. It's a bit of a whiff by Thomas. He's good for 1 before he falls, but ENCE, they've taken the site and they'll be able to get this plant down.
This is really scary for the members of Endpoint right now, of course, with a very, very tough position ahead. And for the member, well, for Allu over in towards Zap, who's ready for the players to catch them out. And as we see, initial aggression, Allu good for the first, and as Crucial falls, let's see who's able to hold next, as Snappi, position towards Graveyard, speaks up, spots the first, tags the second, finishes the job, and just like... As the mollies go out, they spot the player towards Red Train, and as the aggression comes through from Alpha, Crucial, can he catch out anyone? Yes, he can. Good for 1. Is there a trade so far? No, there isn't, but Crucial once again to 1 HP. We see another 1 HP player now, as Allu and Spinx both able to ring true. Thomas to trade, putting it into a 3-on-3. With Thomas now through the smoke. Let's see what he can do next. Continuing to ring out shots onto some of these members, and as he attempts to hold, MiGHTYMAX good for another into a 3-on-2. And for these members now, Thomas, a beautiful shot to Allu for Doto, alone in a 1v3. Through the smoke, does a lot of damage to MiGHTYMAX, but he can't kill him as Thomas comes out on top. And for Thomas, that was a really strong... Birds fly, grass grows, sun shines, and Point don't convert pistol rounds. Just how it works.
That's a shame. This is an investment where they're looking to win it up close. Surreal with this MP9 ready to pounce off of the aggression. The flash is good though, blinds him. Crucial needs to follow up, can't quite do so. Doto good for 2, makes it 3. And ENCE, they blitz their way onto the side, take the man advantage and get this C4 planted.
That's absolutely something for them to be happy with. The nade from Endpoint on the retake, though, is definitely a nice opening. And as we see Doto ready for the follow-through, swings wide, good for 1, taps down MiGHTYMAX with a beautiful shot there for MiGHTYMAX now in a 1 versus 3. Shifting forward, he's now at 1 versus 2, having found that initial kill. But with players both under him, he's actually outmaneuvered. Well, technically speaking, they've outmaneuvered him, really, with Spinx pushing around the corner, spots out MiGHTYMAX, quick little execution, and just like that, it's Lauren a bonus deposit on your first deposit. So really, go use Power Match. Of course, you want to place a bet on the finals, and there's the place to do it. So for Endpoint, what will they do from here? Well, with Snappi able to get the initial entry onto Thomas, MiGHTYMAX needs to trade. However, it's actually MiGHTYMAX to do just that. Doto to make sure there's still a man advantage, though. And in a 4-on-3, what can Allu do next? Well, he makes it a 4-on-2, just what's ENCE are after. And for Endpoint, MiGHTYMAX really needs to go huge now. And well, good for 1, there's an opening, but he just needs... While they have been red, Endpoint, they're already ready to go for the retake, but unfortunately for them, Doto's too far gone. Aggressive angle for dycha, spots out both members, cowers towards White Train now. This should spur on the retake from his teammate, but eventually as he falls, it goes into the 2-on-1. The flank from Doto comes into fruition, and for Crucial now, 1v2. Spots out the initial man, tries to shut him down, still can't quite do so, and instead, with players above him and below him, there's the first kill onto Allu, though. Suddenly, Doto in a lot of trouble as Crucial. He swings wide, he's caught out by Doto, who just... But I think we see a 3-map final. No matter who goes there, I think, even if it's Endpoint, even if it's ENCE, we're seeing a 3-map final.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree with you there. I think you're bang on with that one. 4 versus 4 now, but with Allu finding Mezzy, that's going to give ENCE the man advantage once again with Surreal, the lone defender here on the B site. He's actually falling right back as well. So at the very least, he's going to allow a bomb to go down. Doesn't catch out the man swinging out from ramp. He's now been spotted. They're going to continue to fight him. Maybe a little audacious there from Snappi to take that gun duel. But we get Surreal down to 15 points of health. The 3-on-3 retake at ENCE. They've definitely got an advantage here.
Look how forwarded their positions are as well. For Surreal, while it doesn't try to catch out the odd man, unfortunately for him, Doto, he's on a close angle. Crucial, sitting above this smoke. He'll hear Doto, but D has a shot.
Which is really where you're not expecting them to take the lion's share of their rounds. The next, but at that point, ENCE will be 7-1 up. And right now, they don't seem to be phased by anything that Endpoint throw at them. Look at that aggressive play from dycha. That's massive.
There it is, and Surreal gets ready to hold. Crucial. There's the initial kill. This flank really can be scary now. He's going to walk straight into dycha and allu, who spot them both out. Shuts down the first. It's messy. He makes it two, though. Is there a trade so far? Spinx, he's got to run straight into the away to deagle. No. It's a missed shot by Surreal there. At least they should make it two off the back of this. MiGHTYMAX on a flank should be more than happy to shut down Spinx. And as he does just that, Endpoint, they double their rounds out. They make it two.
Player, obviously the ex-Ego man, very, very strong. So definitely kind of a worthy replacement for MiGHTYMAX, but it's still not their 5-man roster. It's still going to be.
But for ENCE, as they move forward towards the speed take, pretty much uncontested. Surreal, he hears all of it. He just can't stop it. And he keeps forward from back line. Doto shuts them down. Man advantage now for ENCE. And look how low.
In the 9 rounds that have been played. Very, very little util damage as well, considering the CT side. You haven't got a man advantage. It's very, very difficult to justify going for a retake with 2 snipers. Because you can maybe go for the long-range duels, but then when it actually comes to pushing close to the site and trying to get that... Yeah, thank Observer. It's like thanking the bus driver on Fortnite. Everybody's got to say thanks, Swelder.
I can't believe you just compared Swelder to Fortnite.
I think he'd be very happy to be compared to the bus driver. He observes Fortnite as well, so
he did do our Fortnite observing when we did a tournament a while back, and I think he hated observing it as much as I hated. From Thomas there towards this initial point doesn't quite come out on top. Instead, as flashes go down, Thomas shuts down Spinx. There's a beautiful opening, and on the flip side, let's see what Crucial can do. Nice shot onto Doto to get things underway, and with allu shutting down MiGHTYMAX now, falls into a 4-on-3. Snappi, a beautiful flash there to shut down Thomas, equalizing it into a 3-on-3. What on earth do Endpoint do from here?
This was looking like a solid round for them, and it started to slip away. Surreal on a nice little off angle. MiGHTY able to get the headshot onto allu, but dycha swings off the contact. Takes down Surreal, who fires off a shot, gives away his position. dycha doubling down as well. Snappi walking through that.
The timing just does not favor him. Does he spot him out there? He may have made a bit of noise. Does MiGHTY? No, he doesn't. Doesn't matter. There's dycha to full time deposit. So give him the... Yeah, let's go check him out. Of course, Endpoint, they go for aggression towards upper. This time, though, Crucial caught out as ENCE bomb it down towards B. And for Surreal, as he looks for the odd bit of flat util towards his back line, it's a follow-through as a few players take a fair bit of damage. And into this 5-on-3, we see Surreal looking to jump up towards upper, catching out the odd man wherever possible, diving down towards oil, takes a bit of damage. Surreal didn't really want to take that fight there, but eventually he shuts down Snappi into a 4-on-4, make that 4-on-3 with Doto aggressing into the back line. He needs to turn around at some point though, but Surreal is able to catch him out before he does so. 3-on-3 now, we see players pushing forward. MiGHTY on the flank, caught out by Spinx there. A beautiful shot there. dycha from above, able to shut down Surreal, putting it onto MiGHTYMAX for a 1 versus 3. Caught out from all angles. dycha finishes the job. Ends with
EDC for a first-time deposit bonus, and code EDC15 for a 15% refill bonus when you top up your balance.
Spinx, there's an opening. Thomas to full. MiGHTY to trade this time. And now in a 4-on-4, things look a bit more positive. allu, though, both he and Crucial, these AWPs picking off members left, right, and center into a 3-on-2. As Steve's able to come out on top with Surreal shifting through this smoke. We got Crucial ready towards upper, looking to catch out an odd man wherever possible. And as Surreal, he starts dancing around this site, spots out an initial man. dycha to fall, allu to trade, Surreal to cement, now into a 1v1. allu caught out by Surreal. Move forward, it's a fairly identical buy to what ENCE did. Yeah, we got this flash smoke, P250s in the hand of Surreal, but this time, Spinx, there's an opening. He doubles down in main as well. Beautiful opening there. Over towards Ram. Snappi spots out the initial men, and as he gets ready for the attack, he taps down what he can. More damage onto both Thomas and MiGHTYMAX, both 2, and we see another player on 1 HP as the aggression comes forward. Thomas, he's caught out by Spinx. MiGHTY to trade, allu to get the next say in the matter. It's all on MiGHTY in a 1v4. Caught out by Spinx.
Picking up MiGHTY, and since kind of solidifying Thomas in this roster as well, they've had so many officials. This has only been
really strong. And the fact he's able to survive with it is even scarier. Thomas, he's able to catch out Spinx. Spinx takes so much damage that Doto finishes the job. Over in Pop, though, dycha prevails as well, putting it to a man advantage and make that 2-man advantage. With Doto finishing the job onto Crucial, it falls down to MiGHTYMAX and MiGHTY. The last 2 members are standing, pushing forward. Will MiGHTYMAX can catch out these men? Yes, he can. allu the full. Is there a trade? Yes, there is. dycha onto MiGHTYMAX, all onto MiGHTY. 1 versus 3. Pushing forward, fully blinded, caught out by the AWP. It's a missed shot, though, from allu. Is that something? Is that a mistake he repeats? No, it isn't. It's actually Doto who misses the shot. I do apologize. Let's see what ENCE can hope to do on recovery. dycha in the smoke, close to MiGHTYMAX. Spots out the first man. MiGHTY to full, Max to trade. That will spur. Really expected, but Surreal, he definitely is kind of aiming on the initial angle. Snappi even able to come out on top despite the fact he didn't shoot first. Max, sure he trades, but into a 3-on-3 now. There's the flank of Crucial. This needs to go huge, otherwise they're in a lot of trouble. And he gives his position away with a kill onto Spinx. Allu to trade onto MiGHTYMAX. That's the bomb carrier falling. Allu and doto both hit their shots. ENCE make it. So you do not see it happening. Right now, they're looking so strong. And as aggression goes down towards B, Thomas he falls. Snappi's able to convert him. Allu with one of his own. And it's a back and forth, leaving it into a 3-on-2. And for the members of MiGHTYMAX and the Crucial, Spinx good for the first. Doto good for the second. ENCE, they take map.